Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Judit and today I wanted to do more of a different video than I've done before, and this is a shoe collection video. So I'm going to show you guys all the shoes I own. I am 20 years old. I turned 20 this year. I do try to use all my shoes, and it's also like seasonally. So like some shoes I only use them, or I mainly use them when it's cold. Sometimes I only use sandals during the summer or flats. And then I also have some shoes that are for specific things, although they can go into different categorizations. I'm really kind of specific about what I use my shoes for. So here's a collection and I hope you guys enjoy. I have divided these into separate categories, so we're gonna get right into them. Category number one is sneakers. And I have a lot of sneakers, to be honest. We're gonna try to go through all my shoes super fast because I actually have a good amount of shoes. Starting off with my favorite pair that I ever bought, and I got these for my 18th birthday. Shout out my mom. And these are my Onitsukas. They're I'm showing you guys my shoes, like truly how I use them and like how much I love them. Like these are my Onitsuka Tigers. They're super used, but I love them, and these are my favorite. I love the shoes, like the Onitsukas with like the silver, like the shiny parts. So this is my absolute favorite shoe. I've taken it probably everywhere. Like I've worn it at the airport, I've worn it to school, I've worn it to church. Like these are my go-tos. I try to clean them as much as possible, but I need to buy a good shoe cleaner. But this is sneaker pair number one, my favorite shoe. I recommend having a pair of Onitsuka Tigers for sure. They're so stylish, so cute. A second pair of shoes that I own that are also white are these Reeboks. I did get these at Ross, and they're super nasty, I know. And the main reason I use them is for frat parties or parties in college because it gets the floor is super dirty. That's how I kind of ruined one of my other shoes, which I felt so bad. But the black shoes just went with the outfit, which is why I wore them. But I recommend if you're in college to get like some beaters that you don't really care about. I do care about these shoes, obviously. Like that's why I still have them, and like maybe after college I'll fully clean them really well. But this is my Reebok shoes. Piggybacking off that frat party, these are the shoes that I got from Adidas, and they're my favorite shoe ever. I was obsessed with these, but they did get kind of ruined. Like they kind of look green now because I took them to a frat party because I was dressed as a mime with my friend, and the black shoes just went better because they have stripes, but they for sure got super destroyed and I had to clean them, and they just never looked as good as they used to. Like this part looks so much better than the front part. But if I were to buy another Adidas shoes, it would for sure be this one. I love this shoe so much. It's called the Adidas Tokyo. Definitely recommend. One of my favorite shoes as well. I really like flat shoes. Surprisingly, I don't know why. I just kind of do. And I like the style and how to be able to style them. So these are my next shoe. These are an Adidas shoe. I did find these at Ross, so I don't actually know what their name is. But they're also kind of that similar flat, but they're like have a little more compared to the Tokyo. And I love the shininess from them. I wear them pretty often, and especially with the World Cup, these have been like my go-to going out shoes because they kind of embody that World Cup vibe. But yeah, I love these so much. These are my most recent shoe. And my last pair from Adidas, I actually got these at Foot Locker, are these pink Gazelles. I was also obsessed with these when I got them. I love the pink. I love specifically wearing like a pink top, green jeans, because I have some green pants, and then the pink shoes, like a sandwich method, especially because they have the green on the back. I don't know if you guys didn't see that, but these are one of my favorite shoes. These were really cute, really good. I love this Gazelle line. When I was in high school, I went to a club and they were like, oh, what is everyone's favorite shoe brand? And I was like, oh, I love Adidas, because I have some old Adidas, plus like some I've thrown away already because my foot grew, or they kind of got ruined as I grew up. But I was such an Adidas diehard. I was like, oh, I love Adidas. And then they all were like, why would you like Adidas? Like, Adidas is not that stylish. And now the Samba became a trend and everybody wanted the Adidas. But the Samba is cute. I just don't think it's for me right now. Maybe in the future I'd buy a Samba pair, but I do love Adidas shoes. I love the way they look. I love the 3 stripes, and I love specifically them coming out with thinner soles. I'm a big fan. My next pair are my Pumas. These are light pink. They're very dirty, but they're light pink with a red stripe. If you can't tell, I love colorful shoes. I love color in all my shoes, and that's what you're gonna see today. These are Puma. I got these at Ross as well because I didn't have sneakers for a little while. Like, a lot of these are very new additions, and so these are maybe the same age as the pink Adidas Gazelle that I have. And I got these for my trip to Mexico because I wanted a not too expensive shoe that like I wouldn't mind getting ruined. But these are really cute. And I also like wearing them with like red tops and stuff because of this bold red. And then okay, I have the exact same pair in pink and green. I love these so much. I wear a lot of neon green, to be honest. I just realized I have like 2 neon color shirts. And these are also a perfect pair. I specifically like these because they're kind of the opposite of the Gazelle. They're green and then the pink is like the bold item. And they're super cute and I love these. I do low-key wear these green ones more than the pink ones, but it's because the pink ones were super dirty for a long time, so these ones I got more use out of, but I love both of them. And for my last shoe, my last sneaker, and it's color green, is these UGG Lomels. They're so cute. I've been wanting this pair for about a year, 2 years now. They were like $160. I could not bring myself to spend that much money on a shoe after the Onitsuka Tigers because those were for a birthday gift when I turned 18, which is low-key like milestone age. But if you guys watch my video, I'll like link it. It's this video where I went to Ross before going to watch Sheep Detectives, and then we found these UGG Lomels, and these would have been my dream shoe. I like the brown one a little bit more, but the green one is just so cute and it looks so good with baggy jeans, especially because it's like a shoe that this shoe makes me look like a cartoon character, but I love it. So these have been my dream shoe forever. They're so cute. I love them so much. Yeah, so these are my sneakers and now we move on. Now we're moving on to running shoes, and I ran a marathon in 2024, so it was a full year of practicing and running and all these crazy things. But I'll start off with my oldest running shoe pair. This is an Adidas pair that I've had since I was like in middle school, maybe like the beginning of high school. And I still have these because when I go to Mexico, we go like up mountains and there's a lot of mud up there when it rains, and I don't mind these getting dirty, and they're super easy to wash because they're a cloth material, which I love. So these are my go-to to taking to Mexico or like on trips where I know like I need to get dirty for hiking or anything. They're old and kind of grandma looking. I love them so much. Number 2 are my most favorite pair of running shoe. But the next shoe is the Nike Air Zoom, and I got these on Nike. You can tell they're kind of like beat. I hope you guys can tell they're kind of beat. They're kind of destroyed a little bit, but I do love this shoe. I wore these to run the marathon, and the only reason I was able to find the shoe that I really loved is because I actually have its baby sister, which is the same Nike Air Zoom shoe, but in this color. I'll put it up here, and that was the first shoe that I found from Nike that I really loved. But during my half marathon, that shoe, I officially grew out of it, and it actually made one of my toenails like peel off, and we have to buy a bigger size now, especially because I had to, break in the new shoes for the marathon, and these have been my favorite running shoes, so I would for sure recommend. And then the last shoe I have are these Hokas. They're really comfortable, and I did try them out for running, and I do use them, as you can obviously see. But this chunky sole, I realized I was not a big fan of. Like, I'd rather wear these to walk, to go hiking, to do something. But to run, I was not a big fan of this super chunky thing. I know they have other shoes that I definitely want to try out. And I still like them, I still use them, but not for running, just for me personally. I don't have that many running shoes, so that's it for running shoes. Next. It is so hot in LA. I'm so sorry. I'm sweating like crazy. The next category is right here, and it is my boots. And I actually didn't realize how many I had until doing this video, and I hope you guys like them. So the first boot I have is the Tommy Hilfiger boots. This is what they look like. They're just like this brownish, cute color. And I do a lot of, this is a new fact for you guys. I sing sometimes at my local church like festival, and I've been singing since I was really little, and it's kind of more of like a pastime. I really like to sing. I have a pretty decent voice, I guess. People like my voice. I like to sing. I have fun doing it. I've never really professionally like pursued it, but I have taken some like music classes, and so for that I wear a mariachi suit, and so these are the boots I wear under it. I used to have like some actual like leather boots, but I try not to buy leather like that much anymore. So I kind of go for these, especially because like in the mariachi scene, like they sell a lot of like leather belts to go with the outfit. So that's when I was little I bought some, but ever since then I don't really. So I kind of just got these for performances, but I'll wear them sometimes, so not really. The next shoe I have are these super old, really like Victorian child shoes. I don't know. And these are from Steve Madden. They have a zipper in the back. I just kind of have these because they're like my beater boots, I guess. I do have a lot of shoes that I tend to use for the purpose of them getting dirty, not really trying for the outfit. But sometimes I will style these really nicely with some jeans. But sometimes they give it to millennials, so I don't really want to wear them. But they're really cute and I like to have them. I should probably clean them, but I think I might be throwing them away soon just because they're kind of getting old on the inside. But these are them, and I still appreciate them. The next pair of boots I have are these that I actually bought because we had a cowboy kind of esque party, and I don't have like taller boots that kind of fit that vibe. But I saw these at Ross and they're so cute. They are a dupe of a specific boot I remember, but I thought they were so cute and they were so inexpensive, and I was going to use them at the cowboy party, so I wasn't really looking for anything just because I don't tend to wear these tall boots. But I'm really glad I bought them. The next three boots are all Uggs. The next pair are my Uggs. I like the heel. I'm just not a big fan, especially going down the stairs, because I can feel like I'm gonna die and trip and fall. But other than that, they're really cute, and I like to wear them with baggy jeans, especially in the mornings when I'm super freezing cold. But definitely a cute shoe. Though I was in a different headspace, to be honest, when I bought them. Next shoe that I actually have worn a lot more are this silver shoe with a chunkier heel. And these don't have the actual like high heel part, but they have Velcro, which I love this Velcro like part to it. They do have the black fluff, and I do like them. They're kind of a more like interesting shoe that I have, kind of different, all shiny with black. Definitely one of my go-tos during my freshman year. These were one of my favorite boots, especially for my morning classes. So I really like them. And the last Ugg boot that I have that is actually one of my holy grails whenever I travel anywhere. These Ugg rain boots. And in high school, I got these in high school, and everybody in high school hated them because they hated that it was like clear and you could see the fuzz. They're like, these are the goofiest boots ever. But I love them so much. They have gotten me through so many raining seasons in LA and at UCLA. I can go through puddles. I never worry. Obviously, they don't cover my jeans, and that's what gets wet the most. But these are my favorite boots ever, and they're so soft. You can low-key tell the inside is low-key like dying. But I love these so much. Super useful. Water does not get into them, and they're my favorite boots. Is what I consider my slip-on shoes, and then we'll go directly into my sandals and flip-flops, or whatever you want to call them. I didn't know what else to call this segment, so it's fine. To start off with the actual categorization of slip-on shoes, we have these Vans that my sister got me. I used to be a Vans girl in middle school, like 2018, 2016, around there. Vans were like the shoe to have. But they don't fit me anymore, obviously. But I just got these around Christmas. Shout out my sister. They're like the suede, super cute brown. They kind of go with a lot of things. But yeah, I love Vans slip-ons. One day I'm gonna get the black ones that everyone had. Next, what I consider a slip-on is these clogs. These are from Doc Martens. They're super cute. I love this color. I do have to find a way to clean these, to be honest, but These are one of my favorite shoes ever since I got them. So cute, so cool. They go with a lot of outfits and they look so professional sometimes that if the back is covered, like the front just looks professional because it's a hard sole. It doesn't look like a sandal. And I also like that you can move this buckle back like the clogs and for it not to fall off. But I love this shoe, one of my favorite shoes. I want to buy more, but I low-key, they're kind of rare to find. But I would definitely get one in this same color, especially because this one has gotten some crazy, I don't know if it's going to focus on the shoe, but it's definitely gotten dirty. My next slip-on shoe is actually this random brand called Bok, B-O-C, kind of like Bok from Wicked, and you can see the oldness in these shoes. But these are what I call my grandma's shoes. Like that's what I call them. And they're so cute with the little bows, and they make my feet look really small too. I'm a foot size 8.5 to a 9, so I have a pretty big foot sometimes. But these are one of my favorites. I did get these at Ross. Oh, and I love these so much. I should probably search the brand to find more or the same shoe, but it's so cute, so cutesy, so like I love this one so much. Another slip-on shoe, which is actually just a flat. I have these. Okay, they opened up weirdly because I accidentally put them away like this once and then I forgot about them, so they like opened up in a weird way. I'm trying to like flatten them now, but these are my flats. The brand is low-key like unknown, but I found these at Ross and they're so cute. I've gotten so many compliments on them. Like I love this, like it reminds me of the shoe in 12 Dancing Princesses from Barbie, but it's such a cute little flat. It goes with everything, the little bows, the black shiny, like one of my favorite shoes ever, and I love them so much. Next, I have a sandal from Madden Girl, which is like a Steve Madden brand. And they're these jelly shoes. I had some like these when I was younger. I am Mexican, so I had a bunch of these in different colors when I was younger. But these are so cute. I've also gotten compliments on them, even though they're kind of like a weird girl shoe. But I love them so much and they're really cool. And I like how I can wear them on that same track of sandals and whatnot. I have these Birks. They're really nasty, so I'm not going to show them, but they are like a different type of Birk with this like double buckle. I don't care. I wet my Birks all the time. I'm sorry. Okay, wait, not all the time. I wet them like 2 to 3 times on accident, which is how I go like this, and then I just wear them everywhere. They're like my go-to shoe. I love the Birks. I had some when I was younger. I've always been like a Birkenstocks girl. These are my Birks. So cute. My aunt came in. But yeah, I really like these. I wear them all the time. Especially in the summer. These are the times where I use most of these shoes because slip-ons, easy to handle, everything. Number 2, these are my Reef sandals that my mom got me. Super cute. I love them so much. Low-key, my nails are kind of giving Reef. So kind of with the theme, but I love these so much. I wear them so much. I got them like 2-3 months ago and they've been my go-to shoe anytime I go out, and especially because I do my own toes. Like I do my nails and I do my toes, so like right now they're not done, so I'm not going to show them, but I'm not going to show them anyway. Number 1 is my Crocs. These are the first pair of Crocs I ever got. My mom bought them for me when I also turned 18, and then these are Jibbitz from my boyfriend's college and the Rose Parade. I love color. I realized that my sandals and like this section is the darkest like my shoes get, to be honest. But my Crocs, I love Crocs. I don't care what anyone says. Sorry, the bottom is so dirty. The Crocs are just so cool. And that same year on prom day, after prom, my mom surprised me with these blue Crocs that I love. And yeah, it was a surprise because I was wearing heels the whole night and my feet hurt so bad. And she was like, I have a surprise for you in the back seat. And then my boyfriend put them on me and they were so cute. And these are my next favorite. These, I actually use them in college as like my shoe around my dorm and stuff. And I'm excited for the day that I fully waist them. I want to see what that feels like. Next are like still slippers. These are some slippers that I wore for a costume, but I low-key wear them outside, and I also wear them when I wash them. I wear them inside my house. They're kind of just that like shoe that I take outside to like the front yard and stuff to get like mail or to go help my mom like open the driveway or like the gate and stuff. And these, I got them for like $2. I got them like at a discount store. super lucky find though, because I was trying to be Edith from Despicable Me with my friends. And the last pair of slippers that I love are these Uggs. They actually look like huge on me, kind of like the Lomels, but again, I love that vibe and they're so fuzzy, especially during the Christmas. But last category that I have for you guys is my heels, which I tend to wear more for professional events like networking or like clubs or like interviews and stuff and parties, but not more on a casual, even though I want to be like one of those girls who wears heels so casually. Maybe when I turn 21. I have these shoes that are low-key giving like older adults. I got them at Ross when I was learning how to wear heels. Really cute shoe. Don't tend to wear them that often, but are a nice go-to to have. In that similar realm, I have these Lucky brand heels, which are also, these are super tall. Even if it doesn't look like it, they're super tall. And I look even taller. I'm 5'2", so I look like I'm 5'5" with these on, but they're super cute and I love to have them, especially because this color blends in so nicely to my feet. It kind of looks like I'm not wearing heels. Next are these really cute Madden Girl shoes. I'm gonna see if I have a picture of them. I probably don't, but I had a pair exactly like these, but except that this buckle and everything was yellow, and they were my favorite heels of all time. I wore them to my debate conventions every single year I had them, but then they got really nasty because the yellow was like really bright, and so this part was also like a lighter color, and you could see it getting really dirty, and I ended up throwing them away. But they're my favorite shoe of all time, so I went on the search to find the same shoe from Madden Girl, and then I got, these are the closest kind of pair that I got to them. These are also one of my favorite. Love these, and they're super comfortable to walk in, which is what I love the most. And it's these DKNY heels with this huge silver buckle in the front. So stinking cool, so stinking cute, and so sleek. I've worn them ever since I got them for every single event that I have and party or whatever. Super cute. I love the brand. I love these shoes. I am a gold girly if you can't tell, so the buckle kind of doesn't really match my outfit because I'm usually wearing all gold. But low-key, I let it slide because it's just so cute, so chic. And for our last shoe that my mom got me at Ross, and I love them. I don't mind. I don't care. Are these, I don't know what the brand is, Unisa, and they're like kind of like a kitten heel type of shoe. I don't really know what these are called. I think they're like kitten heels, but it has like super small heel because I said I wanted to wear heels very casually, so she did like a quick run and like got me these. And I love the pink. I love the color, although I didn't realize how hard it was to walk in kitten heels because there's like nothing grabbing the back, but even then I love them. They're super stylish. I do want to wear them more. Maybe this summer is the summer I wear them. Anyway, those were all my shoes. I hope you guys enjoyed my collection as a 20-year-old jobless. You know, I buy from Ross. Some of them are on brand. But yeah, I really like them a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you also like this style of video because it's like my first time doing like a sit down type of video-ish. I'm really having a lot of fun out here. Follow my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm a lot more active on my TikTok, TBH. But hope you guys enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!